All right, so let's say you're looking to really make a mark with your brand in Turkey.
Yeah,
It's a dynamic market, but
absolutely.
understanding the culture can be tough.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where the right agency can be a game changer.
For sure.
So today,
Yeah.
we're doing a deep dive into an agency that might just be the perfect fit.
Okay.
TM Event Agency.
Sounds good.
Now we've got their LinkedIn profile and their company website up,
Great.
ready to dig into what makes them tick.
Yeah, I love it.
And just so we're clear,
Okay.
they're privately held,
Right.
been around since 2011.
Got it.
But their LinkedIn profile really caught my eye.
Interesting.
They talk about empowering corporate identities through events,
Okay.
using an experience-driven approach,
Mm-hmm.
and creating creative and innovative solutions to increase brand value. So break that down for me. What are they really saying here?
It's fascinating how they present themselves not just as event planners,
Right.
but as strategic partners. They're basically saying, look, we're not just here to throw a party.
Yeah.
We're here to really understand your brand's essence, its why, and then create experiences that connect with your audience on a deeper level.
So it's less about the nuts and bolts of the event itself,
Yeah.
and more about how that event serves the overall brand communication goals.
Precisely.
Makes sense.
And you know what else is interesting?
What's that?
They actually back this up
Okay.
with a data-driven approach.
Interesting.
They emphasize this in a blog post.
Okay.
The power of data-driven decision-making when planning events.
Catchy title.
Right. And in a world flooded with information,
Absolutely.
this shows they're serious about measuring impact
Yeah.
and ensuring every event delivers real results.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It shows they're not just relying on, creative
Right.
flair,
Wait.
but on hard evidence to guide their strategies.
Exactly.
Now, they've got a strong presence in Turkey, obviously, but they also offer services in Eastern Europe and the Middle East. So what's the advantage of having that local expertise,
Wow.
especially in a region as diverse as Turkey?
It's crucial, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey's a blend of so many cultures,
Right.
each with its own values and ways of communicating.
Uh-huh.
So TM Event Agency's deep understanding of the Turkish market,
Yeah.
the subtleties, the sensitivities, even the unspoken rules,
Interesting.
allows them to tailor events that truly connect on a cultural level.
I see.
They can help you avoid those cultural missteps,
Oh, yeah.
and make sure your message resonates authentically.
So they're not just speaking the language.
Right.
They're speaking the culture.
Exactly.
Now, looking at their website,
Yeah,
they've got a pretty impressive range of services.
for sure.
Roadshow and trade fair management, performing arts, various event activities,
Okay.
corporate motivation programs, consumer activations, mall events,
Wow.
even social responsibility projects.
It's like they do it all.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It's impressive.
This diverse portfolio really shows their flexibility.
Mhm.
Whether you're a multinational corporation
Right.
or a local business, they can adapt
Exactly.
to meet your needs and objectives.
Yeah.
Always keeping your brand's core message front and center.
Makes sense.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting for me.
Okay. I'm listening.
They have a blog post titled The New Frontier of Event Experiences, Beyond Hybrid.
Interesting.
What does that even mean?
Well,
And why should our listener care about going beyond hybrid?
it offers a glimpse into their forward-thinking approach.
Okay.
See, they're not just talking about replicating in-person events online.
Right.
Beyond hybrid suggests they're pushing the boundaries,
I see.
using technology and creativity to craft immersive experiences that go beyond those physical limitations.
So paint a picture for me.
Here.
What might that look like in practice?
Well, think interactive technologies,
got it.
personalized content storytelling woven into the event itself. It's about captivating your audience, sparking emotions, and making a lasting impression long after the event is over.
And that's so important these days.
Absolutely.
When everyone's bombarded with information and experiences,
Right.
you need to cut through the noise.
Yeah.
Create something truly memorable.
Exactly. It's about those experiences that resonate and align with your brand's message.
Now, their LinkedIn page proudly boasts a 95% client retention rate.
Wow, that's impressive.
Right. What does that tell you about their ability to build relationships?
Well, a 95% client retention rate speaks volumes.
Yeah.
It shows they're not just meeting expectations,
Right.
but exceeding them. Clients aren't just coming back for more.
I see.
They're sticking around building long-term partnerships
Yeah.
based on trust and a shared vision.
That's the kind of stability you want
Definitely.
when you're entrusting your brand's message to an agency.
Absolutely.
And speaking of messaging,
Yeah.
I love how they emphasize the importance of storytelling.
It's powerful.
Their website mentions weaving the right story and association into their events.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that so powerful?
Well,
Especially in a culturally rich country like Turkey.
storytelling is fundamental to human connection.
Absolutely.
And it's especially potent in a culture like Turkey's,
Okay.
where history and tradition are so deeply ingrained.
I see.
By tapping into those shared narratives.
Yeah.
TM Event Agency can evoke emotions, create a sense of belonging, and make your brand relatable and authentic.
So they're not just informing, they're inspiring.
Exactly. And in a competitive market like Turkey's, that emotional connection can be the key to standing out.
For sure. So it seems like they're really in tune with that human element, using shared stories to create a connection.
Definitely.
Now, their website also talks about creating these shared experiences that drive corporate change.
Interesting.
So how can events actually have that kind of impact?
Well, they're not just thinking about the event as a one-off thing.
Right.
They see it as a way to build community, strengthen relationships, and ultimately drive positive change within an organization. It's about aligning the event with the company's values and goals.
I see.
Creating a shared experience that really resonates with employees and stakeholders.
So it's about using events to shape company culture.
Right.
And reinforce those key messages.
Exactly. And that strategic approach really shines through in their work with shopping malls, for example.
Interesting.
They talk about making the mall more fun and engaging customers beyond just shopping.
Yeah.
It sounds simple,
right?
But it's a clever way to tackle a real challenge in retail today.
Because with online shopping, becoming so dominant, malls need to offer more than just products.
They need experiences.
Exactly.
And TM Event Agency gets that.
Yeah.
They understand that consumers, especially in a dynamic market like Turkey,
crave experiences.
They want to be entertained.
Yeah, they want to be engaged.
Right.
So they're transforming malls into these vibrant community hubs.
I like that.
Places where people actually want to spend time.
Yeah.
Connect with others. And maybe even do a little shopping along the way.
Makes sense.
Right?
It's like they're creating a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
And that shared experience, which can be really powerful.
For sure.
And it seems like that same strategic thinking applies to their corporate motivation programs too.
Yeah, they emphasize employee engagement and high performance.
So how do they actually translate that into events?
Well, they don't go into specifics on the website.
Okay.
But we can get a sense of their approach.
Right.
They probably use a mix of formats.
Like what?
Team building exercises, incentive trips, workshops, conferences, all tailored to the specific needs and culture of the company.
So it's all about customization.
Yeah, basically the idea is to create experiences that encourage collaboration.
Right.
Boost morale.
And ultimately increase productivity.
So it's about treating employees like an internal audience.
Yeah.
Just as important as your external customers.
Precisely aligning your internal and external communication.
Right.
Creates brand consistency and a stronger company culture.
It's about making your employees feel valued.
Yeah.
And engaged, which ultimately reflects well on your brand as a whole.
Exactly.
Their website also mentions their commitment to social responsibility projects.
Oh, that's great.
Which suggests they're not just about profit, but also about making a positive impact.
Yeah, it seems like they really care about that.
They even incorporate gala and award ceremonies into these projects.
That's a smart move.
How so?
Well, as consumers become more conscious of the brands they support, TM Event Agency seems to understand this.
Okay.
And they integrate social responsibility into their work, whether it's through supporting charities or organizing events that promote social good.
I see.
And by weaving those initiatives into events like galas and award ceremonies, they're creating a platform for awareness and recognition. Amplifying the impact of those efforts.
So it's a win-win.
Exactly.
The client gets to show their commitment to social responsibility, and the cause benefits from more visibility and support.
And it's a great way to connect with those consumers who really care about these issues.
Now, we've talked a lot about their approach, their services, their focus on clients.
Right.
But who are their clients? Who are they actually working with?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't provide a client list on their website.
Oh, okay.
But you know that 95% client retention rate speaks for itself.
Yeah.
It suggests they're delivering real value. building those lasting relationships.
Now, based on their diverse services, we can assume they're working with a mix of corporate clients. Government agencies, maybe even nonprofits.
That makes sense.
Their adaptability seems to be a real strength.
Yeah, for sure.
They can tailor their approach to a lot of different needs and objectives.
Absolutely.
Now, what about their communication style? How do they actually interact with potential clients?
Well, their website offers some clues.
Okay.
They have a frequently asked questions section,
Right.
which shows they're proactive
Yeah.
in anticipating client needs and providing clear and concise information.
That's always a good sign.
Right. It shows they're thinking about the client experience from the start.
Yeah.
And you know what else? They offer WhatsApp as a communication option.
Interesting.
Which suggests they're embracing modern communication channels.
Okay.
And they prioritize those quick and easy interactions.
So they're not stuck in the past
Right.
with just email and phone calls.
Exactly. They're meeting clients where they are.
Which is so important these days.
Absolutely.
In our fast-paced, always connected world. Okay, so we've covered their approach, their services, their client focus.
Yeah, that's covered a lot.
But there's one more area I'm curious about.
What's that?
Their use of technology.
Okay.
How do they actually leverage technology to create those immersive event experiences they talk about?
Yeah.
So we were just talking about how TM Event Agency uses technology, and it's clear they're not shying away from using the latest tech.
No, they're not.
To make their events really stand out.
Yeah, their LinkedIn posts actually give us some good clues.
Oh, really?
About how tech-savvy they are.
Like what?
Well, they've written about founder marketing for startups, which suggests they're paying attention to how these new companies are using digital tools to build their brands.
Interesting.
It's a sign they're not just stuck in the old ways of event planning.
Right.
They're thinking about the bigger picture of brand building.
In the digital world.
Exactly.
So they're not just planning events.
Yeah.
They're thinking about how those events fit into a digital marketing strategy.
Yeah, a more holistic approach.
That's smart.
And you know what else caught my eye?
What's that?
Their post about CGI advertising.
CGI?
Yeah, computer-generated imagery.
Oh, wow.
They seem to be exploring its potential to create those wow moments that make events truly unforgettable.
Like what kind of moments are we talking about?
Well, imagine incorporating stunning visuals, realistic or fantastical, to really enhance the impact of your message.
So like bringing Hollywood special effects to events.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, the possibilities are pretty amazing.
Right, and there's more.
Oh, there's more.
They've also written about the metaverse.
Okay, so they're really thinking ahead.
Yeah, but what's really interesting is they're not just talking about hosting virtual events in the metaverse.
Right.
They're emphasizing human connection within those virtual spaces.
Which is really important.
Yeah, it's not about technology replacing human interaction.
Right.
It's about using technology to actually enhance those connections.
So how would that work in practice?
Okay, so picture this. You're attending a conference in the metaverse.
Okay.
You can network with people from all over the world.
Wow.
Attend workshops, experience product demos, all within this rich, interactive virtual environment.
It's like breaking down those geographical barriers.
Exactly.
And creating a shared experience even when people are miles apart.
That's the idea.
It sounds futuristic, but also exciting.
It is.
It really shows their focus on pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
And creating those immersive experiences.
And it's clear that for TM Event Agency, technology isn't just a gimmick.
Right.
It's a tool to achieve those deeper goals.
Like connection and engagement.
Exactly. And ultimately brand impact.
So to sum it all up,
it
seems like TM Event Agency could be a really good option.
I think so.
For our listeners who want to make a splash in Turkey.
Absolutely.
They're strategic partners who combine creativity, local expertise, and a data-driven approach to create events that are not just memorable, but also achieve those bigger brand communication goals.
They get it.
They understand the power of storytelling.
Yeah.
They're using technology in smart ways, and their commitment to building those lasting client relationships.
It speaks volumes.
Yeah, it really does.
They're a company that's in tune with the changing world of brand communication and event management, especially in Turkey's unique cultural context.
Really well said.
Yeah.
So as you're thinking about your brand communication needs in Turkey, Consider what TM Event Agency offers.
Definitely.
That cultural understanding, data-driven strategies, a passion for storytelling, and that willingness to embrace technology.
To create truly immersive experiences.
Exactly. And if you're interested in learning more, head over to TM Etkinlik Ajansı's website.
They have a frequently asked questions section for quick answers.
Oh, that's helpful.
And they even offer WhatsApp as a communication option.
Always a plus for easy communication. Well, that's it for our deep dive into TM Event Agency.
That was a good one.
We hope you found it insightful.
Yeah.
And maybe even got some ideas for your own brand's journey in Turkey.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.